Hey everybody, welcome back to Stamping School. I was so excited to get these dies. These are part of our demonstrator pre-order for the online exclusives that are coming out in the Stampin' Up! Store March 4th. Whole bunch of things dropping again. I love how they just keep putting out new things all the time that aren't in catalogs because, it keeps it fresh and exciting and there's new things to get. The downside is that you don't know if they're going to sell out or not. They're not in a publication. They're not going to be around a year. So if you really love them, get them. I wanted these zipper dies. They're just so fun. And I'm going to show you some ideas, and I'm going to show you some tips and tricks with them because there's a learning curve on it. It took me a little bit to get the process going. So I will show you, for me, how the best way to put these together. But let me just show you some samples because they're just so fun. Now, this is the one I'm going to make for you. I'm going to make one change to it. This is cute plaid little cardigan sweater. I'm going to make a collar here, and I'll show you on the other ones how I did collars. I'm going to show you how to make a collar instead, although there's nothing wrong with this, but I'm doing some faux suede with the cardstock, a good oldie but goodie technique. And look at the zipper. It looks real. It really does. You do want to pull it, even though it doesn't work. And I put a cute little card in the pocket. And let's see what I do on the inside. Oh yeah, I just put some plaid and then some new dies coming with different patterns around the outside. Isn't it cute? Okay, and then I was thinking, oh look, you could do like school colors. You could make like a little varsity jacket. See, this is what I mean by the collar. I'm gonna do a little collar in there. So that is a little varsity sweater with an M on it for Matt. And I don't know if you can see it. There's a die coming out. See that texture in there? There's a die coming out March 4th also. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's got all these little pinpoint stripes in it. And it's 6x6, which is kind of cool. And it's kind of hard to see. When you hold the card in person, you can see it. Okay. Then I was thinking, okay, so we got the varsity. Then I thought, well, what about a nurse, like scrubs? So I did scrubs. I need a little stethoscope or something. I need something else here, but look how cute. I did a little stitch square for the pockets for the scrubs instead, although we could just do the other ones, but I was just playing around. The dies come with these little shapes. So they come with these shapes that match the stamp set, which I did not get, and now I'm gonna go get it because, yeah, now I want the stamp set. But yeah, and the cute little zipper pulls. So that's the nurse. And then, right now these dies are free with a $60 order. They're like a $37 value until the end of the month. All these tool dies that match the Trusty Tool stamp set. So I thought, well, we need to make some kind of a vest, right? Look, it was so fun. I did yellow for the zipper and the orange pockets and a black vest and a blue t-shirt. And then I just cut out the tools and stuck them in the pockets. And then I made it a gift card on the inside using one of the zippers this way and made a pocket. So it was so much fun. Now, the next two I'm going to show you, I can't take credit for because when I was looking for zipper ideas, you know how there's greeting cards online. This one is from Redbubble, Zip It, because I thought about Zip It. I don't know who I would send this card to, honestly. I used a big circle, an alphabet set, a smaller alphabet set that's retired, but look, who would you send this to? I don't know. I don't know who you would send it to, but it's funny. And then the other one I saw, I was thinking about Matt because the Zipper Club, when people have heart surgery, open heart surgery, they call the Zipper Club, and Matt had heart surgery a few years back, and he was part of the Zipper Club, he is. And so I thought, oh, we could do something like that. So I made this one. So if you know somebody who is a part of the Zipper Club and having surgery, I think this one's kind of fun. So white with the red heart in there. And you're in my heart and prayers on the inside. So just a fun, I mean, I could just keep going. There's so many fun things you could do with zippers. All right, so let's do this one. There we go. And let me show you the best way to put this together. Now when you cut these dies, so the dies have these two long pieces that are for the, is it called the placket? What is that? No, the placket's on the shirt. I don't know what that's called. Sewers, tell me, what is that called? Anyway, this part, that's this. And then you got one long zipper here that we're gonna use part of it here, and then this one is the V. And of course the pockets. So when you cut them, they are all open-ended. So that is so that you can keep going and make really long zippers if you want to, you know. So I would cut them apart like this, just so you have them. And this one is the one I use for the inside of the tool card because it opens. I mean, you can, you know, make all kinds of things with it. So that, you know, you can even make two pieces of it, see? So, and then they lock together. Okay, that's that one. And this one is open-ended, so you can cut this one out. And again, that's so you can make it as long as you want. And it's closed at the bottom so that you can tuck it inside things. And this is kind of cool. Like, could this be a pennant banner or something like that? It could be, I don't know. It's kind of cool. A tree, I don't know. It's cool. And then these guys right here, which reminded me of a chevron pattern that you could use as a background or anything. That would be kind of cool. There's actually two of them, and this one by default because that's the way I cut them. So these are the pieces that you're going to need to cut out. Now, here's what I did first that didn't work. First, I cut out, because I had no instructions, right? It's a pre-order. Nobody's telling us how to do it yet. So I went and I put the dies here and here and cut it first. Well, that didn't work so great because there was too much play in it. So then I cut this part first, and that worked the best. And I kept cutting this part out first, and then I realized, well, duh, you don't have to cut it and waste a trip to the machine. All you have to do is put the die up here and then trace this part. It took me 5 times to figure out I didn't have to go cut it with the die. And then just cut a little bit beyond it, just like that. You don't want it too far beyond it because we're gonna be covering that part up, but that's all you need is to cut that out. That works. Then the next step is you have to cut your zipper. So you want to cut your 2 pieces of zipper. Let me get these yellow ones out of the way. Now it doesn't have to be silver, of course. You can make your zipper any color you want. But remember this textured, I think it's called brushed silver paper. It's an online exclusive, I believe, but it's 12 by 12 and it comes in gold and silver, but it's textured. Hey, how am I going to show you that? Oh, it's so hard. I wish you were here. There it is. Because it's textured, the die doesn't stick to anything. You know how a lot of times when you have silver or gold foil, it really sticks in there? This does not, and it just gives a really nice texture to it. So it's wonderful. This bottom part is going to be hidden, so you don't have to worry too much about that. But, okay, so there's your parts and pieces right here that you're going to need. So you're going to add a little bit of glue. I like using this fine tip glue, some kind of glue. Now I made it a little deep, so we're going to come up a little, but that's okay. I'll just trim off the excess. So you don't want to see any paper behind it. Make sure your zipper is straight. I'll trim off the excess. And then we just need a little bit down here. Right there. Actually, if you come up just a little bit more, that's where the zipper will be. So let's do that. What's fun about this, you can make it any size you want. Okay, we're gonna hook those two together like that. And then just trim off the excess and keep all of that. Trim that off and trim that off. And then the little zipper pull, which is adorable. That makes it. Take a glue dot and put that on the back. It goes right there. So cute. Okay, wait, but don't do that yet because we're gonna put the, I get so excited. First, we're gonna put these guys on. All right, now for the faux suede, you guys, ones have been around a long time, you know how to do faux suede. So I cut a pecan pie pocket. Faux suede, you're gonna break down the fibers with a bone folder and split it apart. All right, so you're just gonna cut like you're curling ribbon, back and forth, keep flipping the paper, and what's gonna happen, it's gonna split into two. And the best part about this is hopefully you can get two pockets out of one pocket, if you do it right. You'll start to see the paper split, and then you'll know it's ready. But just keep doing that. Now, if you have fake nails, this will be harder. If you've got real stubby nails like mine, it's pretty easy. See how that's pulling apart? Yes, we're gonna get two pockets. Carefully peel it apart, and what you have is the fuzzy stuff. See, you got two fuzzy pockets. And we're gonna do the same thing with the, whatever that's called, this thing, whatever that is. Okay, skinny glue right next to the zipper. All the way here, skinny glue. Now, this is also important. There are two different lengths, if you can see. There's a long end and a short end. It makes a difference for your zipper. I'll give you an idea. See, this is the long end up here, and this is the short end, and this is the long end. So see how the difference in the sizes? So you decide how you want it to look. The long end is typically where the zipper goes, like this, for the zipper application. If you're doing just like I did with the varsity sweater, then you can do the short end. You'll know. When you're putting it on, you'll say, oh, that looks right or that looks weird. So you switch it, okay? And these are a little longer than what you need, so you can trim them off. And now we can put the zipper on. Oh, see, the zipper just overlaps that stuff there. Somebody please tell me what that's called. I can just taste the word. It's like right there, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Okay, and then your two little pockets. Look how cute. Pockets get glued on. Because I want to make them real pockets, I'm just gonna put glue around the very outside so I can add my little card in on the cardigan. Now we need to make the t-shirt. You could put the white behind there like that, like I did, but I wanna make it into like a crew neck t-shirt. So just take a big circle punch. This one's 2 1/4. Doesn't matter a whole lot. You can go smaller even, and then you can do just that. Okay, that's cute, right? But if you want to make a little collar on it, go one more, take that little notch out, and then we can glue that notch, the little piece here that we punched out, we can glue that on here like that. Isn't that cute? Can you see it? You probably can't see it. The recipient will see it. It'll look great. And we add some adhesive here and right wherever you want it. So you choose which way you like it. And then this gets glued on a card. And then the little card I have the measurements for you, but it's like 1.5 inches by 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, let's stick that in there. So which one do you like better? This one? This one? Love, love, love the zipper dies. I don't think you have to have the stamp set, but I might get it just because of these shapes right here. And there's like few sentiments in there. So highly recommend them. March 4th, go get them. And remember, if you like the tools, get those free with a $60 order before the end of February. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. See it, learn it, stamp it.